Hello, welcome to a quick tip on Maya 2018. So as many of you know, if you create an object and you right click on that object, you get a marking menu which lets you select what component type you want to select. So I want to select edges, so I go swipe up. So right click, swipe up, and now I'm selecting edges. Right click, swipe left to select vertices. Right click, swipe down to select faces. So it's pretty nice, and you can get actually pretty fast with this. So if you just quickly swipe up, you're now selecting edges. If you right click swipe over, you're now selecting vertices. If you quickly swipe kind of diagonally, you'll be in object mode, and quickly swipe down to see in face mode. And then you won't even, if you do it fast enough, you won't even see the menu appear, which is pretty nice. Now the issue is if you're new to Maya like myself and you're kind of slow at it and you want to see what you're doing, if you right click, this menu appears, which is fine if you're up high. But let's say you want to select this vertex down here. So I right click and notice my cursor now is inside the menu. So in order to choose vertex, I got to move my cursor up and then choose vertex now over here. It's kind of annoying. So I want to edit this menu and make it shorter so that it doesn't get in the way. So how do I do that? Now you'd think it'd be easy, but unfortunately it's not. So it requires some mel scripting. Now you'd think it'd be, so if you go to Windows, Settings, Marking Menu Editor, you think it'd kind of be in here, but it's not, unfortunately. So this is the hotbox editor. So if you hold down space, you'll see hotboxes for the north position, the south, east, west, and center. Now if you want to edit what appears in each of these, you can. So if you go to north and you edit marking menu, and then you click here to test, these are all the buttons that appear around that spot. Now these, so this right R&B version, you'd think it might be it, but it's not. It's another marking menu. So how do you edit this menu here? So unfortunately, you got to swap to a text editor, and you got to edit a script that's installed with Maya. So go to Program Files, Autodesk, and go to your Maya installation folder. So I'm running Maya LT 2018, but this same holds true for Maya, the non-LT version, the full version. So once you're in there, then go to the script subfolder and then others. Now look for a file called DAG MenuProc. Now this file is obviously inside Program Files, so you can't edit directly. So let's copy it. Right click, copy, and put it on the desktop so we can edit it and paste it. So it's right there now. So now we can edit it in our favorite text editor. I'm using Notepad++, but you can use whatever, and you'll be at the top of the file. Now search for the word select all, one word, and you'll get to a line that kind of looks like this. Now this is the code that actually goes and creates that menu. Here's the object name that appears right when you right click. That's the object name, and then there's a bunch of selection. Now what you have to do is you have to think about, well, what of these options do I want to keep? What do I want to hide? So for me, I just want the stuff at the bottom, the materials, attributes, and down below. Just want the materials. I'm never going to use any of this stuff. I'm just going to use the menus at the top, or the toolbar buttons. I'm never going to use these menus, so I just want to remove them. And same thing with the selection. I'm not going to use any of these. You might be different. It's kind of up to you, but I'll show you how to think about that. So for me, I want to hide all these selection routines. So I'm going to go right here, and I'm going to type if false, and I'm going to put that in squiggle brackets. I'm actually going to move this if false to the front, unindent it, so I know that it's my custom edit, just so it's real clear. So how much of this, where do we want to put our closed squiggle bracket? So this is all the selection stuff. Right here is the DG traversal menu right there. And then if we keep scrolling down, we're going to get to a spot that talks about shaders. I scroll past it. All right. Right here. Here's a shader menu. So if I close the squiggle bracket here, then all of this code is now if false, meaning it's just commented out, it's skipped. All of this. So all of that's skipped. And what that means is Maya's just going to skip all this, and it will go create it'll do the rest of the code, which creates the material. So now we've saved this file on our desktop. Let's close that out. Now we have this file. We got to put it back inside the scripts others folder. So let's copy and paste it. And it'll say, hey, we want to replace it. It might elevate you because you need to have elevation privileges to write inside program files. That's fine. So now Maya's not going to change because it hasn't read that file. So the easiest thing to do is close Maya and restart it. What I'm going to do is a different way. I'm going to do a mel script right down here, type source, and then type in quotes the name of the file. So I'm going to copy this line out, and all these backslashes I have to change to forward slashes for this thing to work. So I'm using Control arrow key to quickly jump to all the backslashes, changing the arrow slashes, and then we need to type our file name, dag menu proc.mel, and close the quotes. And that mel, push enter, mel script ran, and then I'll right click, and now it's short menu. Pretty sweet. So now if I'm slow about it, I can see what I'm doing. Now notice this menu will not appear if you're at the bottom. So if you do it quickly, you're fine. And you don't need to edit this menu. But for me, I'm slow, so therefore it was a useful edit. Hopefully that's useful to somebody. Thanks for watching. See you next time.